What's up you guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we have an unboxing of the Google Pixel 9a. Now if you guys are familiar with the 9a lineup, it's pretty much Google's budget friendly phone, but nonetheless, let's not waste any more time and let's get into this unboxing. So this is how it will look when you order it online. Have a little tab right here. Okay, not the greatest. Damn, lately these unboxings, man, I've been just catching L's lately. And then you unfold it, set that to the side. For starters, all right, so yeah, Google right here, a nice display of the Lila color. And I went with the 128 gigabyte model. So nonetheless, two tabs right here. That to the side. I'm pretty sure you push these out. It's been a while since I unboxed a Google phone. Boom. Have an outline of the phone. Google logo up here. Google Pixel 9a. So far, presentation is like your typical Google Pixel 9 series unboxing. Take this out. Have the phone. Let's see what else we get in this box. USB-C to USB-C cable. And your usual books. Warranty information. I'm actually surprised that they didn't even give us a SIM eject tool this year. Oh, SIM eject tools right here. I was a little curious. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, no SIM eject tool? Nonetheless, here is the phone itself. So let's go ahead and take this off. Talk about a fail. And here we have that Lila color. It's pretty much like a purple-ish color. Let me see if I can block the light. It's pretty much like a purplish color, but it feels good in the hand. Remember, $499 is what this phone is retailing for. So for anybody interested in that, it's pretty much an entry level, but I've heard Google did a pretty good job with this. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and power this on. And we have a 6.3 inch display here. One thing I do notice right off the bat, comparing it to my Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, is the bezels definitely look a little bit bigger on here. But you know, these two are not even in the same price points. But while this is loading, let's go ahead and pull up the old Google Pixel 8a from last year. So comparing it to the old Pixel budget Pixel phone, yeah, I would say it's definitely feels better texture. No camera bump anymore, so pretty much it won't rock. I mean, this one wasn't bad, to be honest with you, but now it sits perfectly flat on the edge, so you won't have to deal with that at all, pretty much. And let's see size wise. I'm pretty sure they're still the same size. Yep, pretty much you going from like a circled design to a more square design. I'm just gonna fly through this, guys, so we can get straight to the point. But I have to say that it feels good in the hand. Honestly, I've kind of been falling in love more with smaller devices because they're just a lot easier to use one-handed. All right, we're getting your phone started. I have to say, yeah, the weight on it is actually pretty good. I mean, I had no complaints with this phone, besides the bezels being huge. But for this price point and for like the average person that would get this, I don't think you would complain, honestly speaking. And this is more subjective if you really think about it, color wise and kind of what you get. On the Pixel 9 series, I mean, it's a little bit thicker, but if you look at it, I don't know, maybe they look almost the same. I mean, this does have a 5100 milliamp battery, so it is the biggest battery on a the Google 9 series, which is insane comparing that to the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get this set up. All right, let's go ahead and set up our fingerprint. I mean, honestly speaking, it's doing its thing. I can't even complain. $4.99 at this price point for getting a known brand. I feel like it's, you know, it's doing its thing. Me personally, I've always loved the stock Android experience. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So right now we're just gonna set this up later. We'll enter a PIN, set Face ID later. Face unlock. We'll do all of that later. I just kind of want to get to the nitty gritty of this. Car crash detection, that's always good to have, to be honest. Living in Massachusetts, you never know. All right, getting my phone ready. But yeah, honestly, this is it's a nice texture. You could definitely tell that this is so the only way you could really tell this is plastic is if you like put your nail to it and you compare that to like the Pixel. This is glass, but I mean, even that, I mean, I still feel like it's pretty good. All right, we're all set. All right, so we're in now. You know, well, apps are downloading and stuff like that. I have to say that, again, at this price point of $4.99, you do get the pretty thick bezels. Now, to the average person, it's not really a big issue. I feel like it's more of an issue if you're like an enthusiast, but to the average person, this is not going to be an issue whatsoever. It feels good in the hand. One hand is it's solid, you know, like it's not going to go anywhere. You do have your fingerprint unlock. Let's go ahead and but yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, it does feel great. Does it feel similar to last year's? If you look closely, I don't know, this could just be me and it could be the squared off design. I feel like the bezels are a little bit bigger on the newer year than the Pixel 9a than the 8a. It also feels like, since it's a more squared off design, the 9a feels a little bit taller to me. But the displays, put these at full brightness. Yeah, I mean, the wallpaper is probably doing it a little bit of not doing it much justice, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, everything seems fine to me. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and go to my channel and let's test out the speakers on this phone, because, you know, speakers are a pretty big deal in this category. Also, if you're still watching, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and test out this. Let's see how this looks. Nothing Phone 3a Pro. I went with the black color because, you know, it looks like everybody had the gray color, and so I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. If you guys haven't heard of Nothing, they mainly started off with headphones, ear headphones, and now they're doing phones. This is my very first Nothing product, so, and just to make stuff clear, Nothing didn't send this to me. I bought this with my own hard-earned money, and if you're wondering what the price for this phone is, it is $459, but nonetheless, let's not waste any more time and let's unbox this. So this is the box that it came in. Box. Let me zoom in here for you guys. Alright, so yeah guys, this is the box. Nothing right here on the top left corner. The Phone 3a Pro. And I like how they have like the back of the phone, the camera lens here. It's actually different than what most manufacturers are doing nowadays. So far the presentation is great. It doesn't come covered in plastic. It's honestly just like a box and with all of the information here. So I went with color black. Nothing Phone 3a Pro. It has 12 gigabytes of RAM and I have the 256 gigabyte model. So all right, you guys, so here's my first impressions. Design upgrade, yes. I mean, I guess if you were to have me pick, I would yeah, this does feel a little bit, you know, a lot better to hold. It does feel a lot better to hold in the hand than, you know, the Pixel 8a. If you have the 8a, would I say it's worth the upgrade? Probably not. I mean, this is just first glance, you know, I still haven't used the product or anything, but I don't feel like there's enough value there for me to say, yeah, this is definitely an upgrade from the previous phone. I mean, who's this phone for? I mean, it's truly for somebody that doesn't want to shell out $1,000 and get into the Google ecosystem. Perfect for, like, you know, if you still want to capture great pictures at this price point comparable to flagships, that's pretty much who this is for. This is for the photographer enthusiast, if you were to ask me, and the Google enthusiast. Because if we compare, you know, $499 to $599 to $459, I mean, you kind of see what I'm getting at. Like, would this compete with this? You know, that's tough to say. You know, this video is not about that, but let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want to see a comparison of that. But yeah, honestly, I mean, I can't lie. It seems like it's a pretty decent phone. Let me go ahead and check out the specs. Now they're claiming that with the adaptive battery on this Pixel 9a, it can last up to 24 hours. I mean, I guess I could see that. It's a 5100 milliamp battery. You still get Gemini, which is what you get on the flagship. You know, you still get a call screening, which with all these spam calls, it's pretty huge. You know, it's a 6.3 display. It still goes up to 2500 nits peak brightness. We have a 48 megapixel wide, a 13 megapixel ultra wide, a 13 megapixel front, and 4K recording with the back cameras. And you can get it at 128 gigabytes or 256. 8 gigabytes of RAM, and that's pretty much the spec sheet on it. Will it be up to the standards of the Pixel 9 Pro XL? You know, that's a test that I'm willing to do. Just make sure you comment in the comment section down below. But I mean, yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, guys, this is just my first impressions and unboxing. It's not a review by any means whatsoever. I'm just trying to get this to you guys so you can see the first person experience on what to expect when you purchase this device. All that being said, did Google nail the design? I feel like, yeah, I do feel like this design is a little bit more appealing to the eye than this one was. This feel and look a little bit cheaper than this, but I guess only time will tell. And let me know if you guys want to see a review on this, any camera comparisons. But yeah, honestly, if you love design, yes, you should upgrade. Would I upgrade from Pixel 8a? If I had the money, yes, because the design alone, I feel like it's worth it. But if just the design alone, I don't know, it's hit or miss really. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in our next video. And thanks for watching. Peace out.